aggressive driving or retaliation.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hammerdown TV and Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the Hammerdown Racing League Super Late Models are in action. Tonight, we come to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania for the Williams Green Speedway. Numbers a little low tonight, but once again, as we've seen over the
mind if I
past
go ahead and run?
weeks and months of racing so far, it hasn't deterred away from the phenomenal racing that we've seen here.
Thank
the
you.
guys that are putting on the show here on the Super Late Models are no doubt we're going to see a similar sort of race tonight. The track already starting to slicken off in turns 3 and 4. Qualifying underway. We've just got about a minute and a half left here. And we'll have your qualifying results continue. Richard Spa in car number 71 is quick time at the moment with a 20.114. Matthew Everts with a 20.152 sits second quick, and Eric Elmore rounds out the top three with a 20.172. Waiting for some more cars to go out there and qualify. We've still got a couple of cars to take a lap here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Each driver having 2 laps around this big half-mile of a racetrack. It's the paperclip. Well, it's almost like a Martinsville if you're referring to oval type racing. Long straightaways, tight corners, especially in 3 and 4. And we've got just under 50 seconds left in this one. 8 cars have taken a time so far. In fact, make that 9. Still Richard Sparse sits in position number 1. Matthew Everts in position 2. Eric Gilmore, Joshua Van Gore, Austin Matthews, Jesse Isidore, Dustin Hall, Carl Young, Garrett Whitehurst, Brian Hetzler are the field here for tonight's Super Late Models. Lap 2 for Carl Young. His first lap was better with a 20.652. Sits in position number 8. So 10 cars on hand here at the Williams Grove Speedway.
Alright, is that better?
This car's just still getting a little bit of time on the racetrack, but heat race number 1 of 2 on the racetrack with the inversion of 4 as well. So you see the fastest qualifier come from position number 4. And all cars obviously will make the feature event. Heat number 1 on the track right now. Some of the cars on the track already, we can tell you. The 331 of Dustin Hall will start on pole to his outside in car number 97. Out of position number 2, it's going to be Austin Matthews. Out of position number 3 in the 420, it's Eric Elmore. Out of position number 4 in car number 71, it's Richard Spa. Out of position 5, car number 35 of Garrett Wataski. And that is your field for heat race number 1. As the cars roll off the front straightaway here behind the Iracing official pace truck. It'll be 8 laps of distance here at Williams Grove. And looking at the no inversion for the feature. Just the inversion for heat racing action. Down into 1 and 2 behind the Iracing official pace truck. They're on 1 to green at the moment.
Alright, how about now?
Dustin Hall, Austin Matthews, the front row for tonight's opening heat race here in the Hammerdown Racing League. you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like and follow button on Hammerdown TV. And you can also check us out on YouTube as well. Just search up Hammerdown TV on YouTube. And off to turn number 4, green flag is out. And we are underway here in heat race number 1 at Williams Grove. Dustin Hall will lead off at turn number 2. Eric Gilmore in second now. Austin Matthews back to third. They race side by side in a corner number 3 and 4. 3 wide for a moment. Spa was on the inside of Elmore, but he got super tight and now falls back to position number 5. The opening lap belongs to Dustin Hall in the 3:31. Elmore and Matthews race side by side. Oh, Matthews got all sorts of out of shape going into turn number 3. And that allows Spa on the inside, but now challenge for the race lead. Eric Elmore on the bottom side of corner number 1 and 2. They race down under the bridge down here at the Williams Grove Speedway at Dustin Hall. I believe he may have just caught the opening somewhat, and he falls back to position number 4. Spa now up into position 2. Oh, Matthews and Hall, they had a little contact on the front straight away. Hall back to position 4. Matthews in third. Spa in second. And your race leader in the 420 at Eric Elmore. As he's done throughout the past month or so, even 6 weeks, he's been the one to beat here in the super late models. Elmore into 3 and 4. We're coming up to complete lap 5 of 8, so 3 laps to go. He's got a good 6 car lengths over Richard Spa. And then Austin Matthews still holding down that 3rd spot on the racetrack. Dustin Hall in 4th. 5th was Garrett Watarski. Coming out to 1 to go. White flag is out. Heat race number 1 here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Eric Elmore, he's got half a mile to go. Into 3 and 4 for the final time in heat race number 1. Eric Elmore getting the job done. Coming home in second is going to be tonight's fastest qualifier, the 71 of Richard Spa. Third is going to be Austin Matthews, and 4th is going to be Dustin Hall. And Garrett Watarski comes home in position number 5. Heat race 1 in the books. Heat race number 2 up next, and we'll have another 5 cars in this one. We'll have your starting grid here in just a moment. Alright, starting on the pole of heat race number 2 is going to be the 25 of Carl Young. At a position at number 2. In car number 15, it's Jesse Isidore. At a position at number 3 in the 454, it's going to be Joshua Van Gore. At a position 4, it's the 06 of Matthew Evans. And starting at a position 5, riding shotgun at the back of this field in car number 47, it's Brian Hetzler. And final heat race of the night, then we'll get into a little warm-up session that'll go for 2 minutes. The drivers will have one last chance to fine-tune their race cars and their setups before we get set into the 30-lap main event tonight here at the Williams Grove Speedway. So Young and Isidore on the front row. Young coming off a win at Eldora in the Pro Late Models last Saturday night. Speaking of the Pro Late Models, I'll be back in action tomorrow night. And Young are going to look to go 2 for 2 tomorrow night. We'll see if we can how he will fare in tonight's Williams Grove Super Late Model action here this evening. He gets on the gas in the middle of turns 3 and 4, and we're underway. Heat race number 2. Oh, doesn't go so well. There was contact. Isidore around. He's going to be at the back of the field. Matthew Evans was caught up, involved in that one as well. At the moment, your race leader, the 454 of Joshua Van Gore. Van Gore got a good, sizable lead in the turns 1 and 2. Second is the 25 of Carl Young, who, well, I'm sure if he'd have his thumb over again, he might take a different approach into turns 1 and 2 on the opening lap. Catching the inside wall. Everett's back there in position number 3. Challenge for second and third. Evans looking on the inside of Carl Young in the 25 off turn number 2. He makes the pass and driving away from Carl Young in the back straight away. At the moment, your race leader, Van Gore, in the 454, will start on the outside of tonight's feature event. Evans looking, if he can continue this second place run, he will start position 4 in the main event. Off of turn number 4. 6 laps complete. With 2 laps to go. Van Gore into 3 and 4 for the penultimate time in heat racing competition. A little bit of damage to the front end of that race car. And also the front left fender as well. The white flag is out. In the corner number 1 and off of turn number 2. Little thunder down the back straight away under the bridge and into turn number 3 past the turn 3 Beer Hill gang guys. And off of turn number 4 the checkered flag is out. Heat number 2 winner goes to the 454 of Joshua Van Gore. Matthew Evans comes home in second. Third is going to be Carl Young. Jesse Isidore home in 4th across the line now. Then we go back to Brian Hetzler in the 47. Coming home in 5th place with a severely beaten up car for the 47. But we'll start at a position at 10 for tonight's main event. We'll take a quick break and come back with our 30-lap feature here at the Williams Grove Speedway right here on Hammerdown TV. Alright, feature time! Here at the Williams Speedway for the Hammerdown Super Late Models. And your starting lineup for tonight's 30 lapper. Starting on the pole, heat race number 1 winner in car 420. It is Eric Elmore. Alongside him out of position number 2 in the 454, it's Joshua Van Gore. At a position number 3 on the inside of the second row in car number 71, tonight's fastest qualifier, it's Richard Sparr. At a position number 4, it's the 06 of Matthew Evans. At a position number 5 in car number 97, Austin Matthews. He lines up alongside the 25 of Carl Young at a position number 6. At a position 7, the 331 of Dustin Hall will line up on the inside of the 4th row, and on his outside out of position 8, it's the 15 of Jesse Isidore. And riding shotgun at the field in car number 47, scheduled to start out of position number 10, it's going to be the 47 of Brian Hetzler. We go down the back straight away for the final time behind the Iracing official pace truck. We get set to go green flag racing here at the Williams Grove Speedway. 30 laps on the board. Let's get dirty for 30. Green flag is out and we're underway into corner number 1 and 2. Sparr catches the inside wall going into turns 1 and 2. Looking on the inside of Van Gore, but Van Gore powers back around the outside. Elmore will lead into 3 and 4 on the opening lap. Oh, Van Gore a little out of shape in 3 and 4. Everyone does well to avoid the 454 just for a moment. Gathers it back up into corner number 1 and 2 right now on the outside of the 06 of Matthew Evans, and you go back to Austin Matthews in 5th spot at the moment. Sparr up to position number 2, and now he's got the difficult task of running down your race leader. 1.4 second advantage in the first 2 laps of this main event so far. And that is Eric Elmore in the 420. Sparr doing a nice job in second. As I said, he's got a task to run down your race leader. 1.4 seconds on the previous lap. We'll see what it is this time by as we come past the flag stand on the front straightaway. It's down to 1.3 seconds. Great side-by-side battle here, but for the final podium spot between Van Gore and Everts. Van Gore has it now on the top side of the racetrack. Ducks low into turn number 1 and 2. Carl Young trying to make some moves on the bottom side of the racetrack. Into turn 3 we go. Van Gore riding up top above the slick. Everts running down low. Van Gore continues to hazard. We look at the distance between first and second. It's up to 1.467 of a second. And here comes Everts in the 06. Everts now up to position number 3. Matthews trying to hold off a charge from Jesse Isidore in the 15 at the moment for 5th and 6th. Man, Eric Elmore, he's got these things worked out, let me tell you. He's had a clean set of heels so far in the feature event. 7 down, 23 laps to go. Elmore will lead from Richard Spa back in second spot. Third is Matthew Evans in the 06. Closely followed by the 454. In fourth, Joshua Van Gore. Jesse Isidore in fifth. No, make that Austin Matthews. As that's your side-by-side battle going into turn number 1 and 2. Matthews way up top in turns 1 and 2. Isidore down low. They race side-by-side under the bridge. Still side by side on the front, straight away for 5th and 6th at the moment. Isidore and Matthews. Oh, they're putting on a show right now. We go back to Carl Young in 7th. 8th is Dustin Hall. 9th is Brian Hetzler. And that's our field. And I can tell you right now, Richard Spa closing in on your race leader right now. It's just a shy over 1 second, 1.030. That time bypass the flag stand. So Elmore, we are 1/3 of the race distance complete, but he's now got a fast 71 trying to chase him down and trying to pass him. Off turn number 4, Elmore continues to lead. This one, he's led 12 laps so far. The distance still pretty much the same as what it's been the last couple of laps, just over a second right now. 5th and 6th between Matthews and Isidore. Well, they're still going at it. Oh, Matthews into the wall in the back straightaway. That allows Isidore on the inside with a slide jump, but Matthews going to fire back on the inside off turn number 4, but no, Isidore has it. Tell you right now, Matthews will not be done with just yet. Matthews going to fight back on the inside, but Isidore's got the top side rolling now. It looks to be top 1 and 2, maybe bottom 3 and 4. Depending on how you got your car set up at the moment. Although Spark catches the inside wall again in turns 1 and 2. He's going to lose a ton of ground. And he's gone from 1.016 of a second. Well, I dare say it's going to be close to about 1.3, 1.4 seconds. As we come past the flag stand, we are officially halfway home in this one. 15 down, 15 to go, and it's 1.625. Elmore got a big lead right now. Ebbets trying to track down your second place driver, the 71 of Richard Spa. Van Gore looked to be closing in on the 06 machine, but not so much now as he loses a little bit of momentum off turn number 4. And Spa again is going to make the same mistake for the 3rd time in this race, catching the inside wall into corner number 1 and 2. On the bottom side off at corner number 4, looking at the 06 are Matthew Evans. Right up on the back bumper of the 71, Richard Spa. In turns 1 and 2, Spa gets a little bit better of a drive. Coming off turn 2, there was about 3 car lengths separating him down the back straight. It gets shortened down to 1 car length in the corner number 3 and 4. The Spa is quicker on exit, but Evans is a lot faster on entry. Over a 2.2 second advantage right now for Eric Elmore. Spa holding down second still. Just. Not doing it easy. Evans in 3rd. Jesse Isidore in 5th from position number 8. He's cleared away from the 97 of Austin Matthews. But the closest battle on the racetrack is your drivers in 2nd and 3rd, Richard Spa in the 71 and Matthew Evans in the 06. Looking at lap times as well, Evans was the fastest car on the racetrack on the previous lap. Elmore with a 20.874, Spa with a 20.353, so there was half a second quicker right now. Well, we're on 9 laps to go. Make that 8 as we come off a turn number 4 this time by. Now we did have a 2.6 second advantage about 4 laps ago And well, that's now down to 1.6, so he's taken off 1 second and 20.280 for Richard Spa, 2.5 tenths quicker, a quarter of a second quicker than your driving first, Eric Elmore, and your driving in third place, Matthew Evans. So the 71 is hooked up right now. Will he run out of time? Might be able to catch him. And then again, it's going to be another thing to pass. Matthew Evans, the fastest car on the previous lap with a 20.357. With a 20.393. So times in the low 20 second bracket at the moment. 6 laps to go for Eric Elmore. And another great race we are seeing looking to go the distance here for the Hammer Down Racing League Super Late Models in action. 5 laps to go. Everett, once again, the fastest car on the racetrack on the previous lap. At Spa, once again, closing in on your race leader. 1.5 seconds. Time is running out right now with 4 to go. Eric Elmore, if he can just consistently turn laps on the bottom, not make any mistakes, not get too loose or not tag the inside wall, it's more than likely that he will find victory lane here on the front straightaway here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Everett might have to try something different, maybe 1 and 2. For turn number 2 right now, Everett once again closing in on the gap with a 71 of Sir Richard Spa. 2 laps to go this time by off of corner number 4. 1 mile to go for your race leader, Eric Elmore. 8 turns. Comfortable through 1 and 2 as he's done throughout the night and since the drop of the green flag. For the penultimate time into turn number 3 and 4, the white flag is out. 1 lap to go for your race leader, Eric Elmore. Everett's now closing in on Spa again. He was 2 tenths quicker on the previous lap. But into 3 and 4 for the final time, Eric Elmore does it again. In the Super Late Models, he will find victory lane here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Second home is going to be Richard Spa. Third is going to be Matthew Evans. Home fourth is Joshua Vangor, Jesse Isidore, Austin Matthews, Carl Young, Dustin Hall, and Brian Hetzler rounds out the 9-car field. We're now going to get a chat with our top 3 here in the main event, and coming home in 3rd place in the 06 is Matthew Evans. Matt, congratulations on the 3rd place. You were close to 2nd place runner Richard Spa there, but time just ran out, and you guys put on a decent show here tonight.
Oh yeah, we did. I didn't quite have enough to get around Richard. Every time I did have a little bit of a run, he would get me off the corner, but what do you expect with having to run the bottom the whole time? You know, everybody was running the bottom.
There's a couple of drivers in the early parts of that race that were up top and we're carrying a little bit of speed. Was there any maybe intentions of maybe going up there for a lap to see what it was like, or were you just happy trying to run the bottom and try and make your pass on the bottom side?
I don't know, I didn't really want to go to the top. I didn't know how close the 4th place guy was behind me, and I didn't want to mess my spot up, so I just hung her down low. And I mean, it was getting some good grip down there, but you know, everybody running low like that, it got pretty slick, so you had to be really easy on that throttle.
Alright, well look, well done on 3rd place here this evening, but before we let you get out of here, once again, I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
I'd like to thank Hammer Down for hosting the races, my wife for letting me do it every night, and that's about it.
User was moved out of your channel.
Alright, Matthew Everett's home in 3rd place, home in 2nd place tonight, went quick time, finished 2nd in heat, and will finish 2nd in tonight's feature event, Richard Spa. Richard, congratulations on a good night of racing here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Unfortunately, just a couple of mistakes on the entry to turn number 1 probably cost you this race, but still a good result for you and the team.
Yeah, it was definitely a good run for us here tonight. Just entering turn 1 there can be so tricky here at this track, especially when it's slick. And, it's just one of those things. You catch the wall, and the leader gets just that much further away. But overall, it was a good second place finish for us.
Talking about this racetrack, I mean, slick at both ends of the racetrack. How much is throttle control a big factor in pushing these super late models around here, especially on the bottom side when the track does get that slick?
Oh, it's definitely extremely tricky. You got to be really easy with the throttle. I know a couple times trying to catch Eric there. I just spin the tires coming out of the corner and not get any grip, and Matt would gain on me a little bit. But it's so slick like this. You got to be really touchy, and it's just one of those things that you learn over time, and ultimately it brings you home in podium finishes like this.
Well, it did bring you home with a second place finish here, so congratulations to yourself and also the people behind you that make it all happen. Who do you want to thank that makes everything possible for the wheels to turn on that 71 team?
I got to give a big shout out to Twisted Motorsports. They brought me on as a team member. It was really cool to get a 1-2 finish tonight for the team. Eric Elmore being my teammate up there. Got to be a big shout out to Iracing Dirt World for coming on as a sponsor on this car and putting their name out there. Big thanks to, of course, Hammer Down, Rob and Cindy. They do just a fantastic job with this league, and it's always fun to run here. Big shout out to all my family and friends, everybody that really helped me get to this point. It's really, really cool to be able to bring home a second place finish tonight.
All right, Richard Spa home in second place and home with the win again. He just knows how to find victory lane in the late models, especially the super late models. The 420, Eric Elmore. Eric, congratulations. A clean set of heels here tonight in the feature event. You lead all 30 laps, but a couple of mistakes on the opening lap from the guys behind you really helped you get that advantage, but man, you drove well from the drop of the green flag. Well, we can't hear you. You can see a lot of mic lighting up. Alright, some technical issues here for your race winner. Let's see if we can get those quickly sorted out for you. Negative, I can see your mic. I'll see your light. Nope, nothing just yet. Bear with us, folks. We are just trying to get these issues sorted. We'll have a chat with our winner. Once again, congratulations to Eric Elmore in the 420 with the win here. Once again, we'll just see if we can try and get those technical issues sorted for him. We'll have a chat with him.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
I knew as long as I could stay down at that bottom side, I'd pretty much be all right tonight. That was about the only fast line. And, it helped me out getting that big gap. I pretty much was just able to coast around there tonight.
This track's a little technical, especially, and very tricky on the entry into turns 1 and 2. I mean, just, how do you sort of prepare yourself to run the bottom side for 30 laps? But, and also in doing that, you've got to worry about the guys that are behind you. Obviously, tonight you had quite a distance, so you didn't really have to worry about those guys. But that inside wall, if you misjudge it just once, it can cost you essentially a race here.
Yeah, a lot of practice. There's a couple times I almost got it, and you just got to be real careful on the throttle. You get into it too much, and it'll shoot you right down into it. It's mainly just throttle control around this track. Too much, and you're going to spin out. Too little, you're going to come off your line and lose a lot of time.
Throttle control, obviously a big thing, especially, well, at any racetrack really that gets slick like that. I mean, once again, how much throttle were you using in those, in the turns on the bottom side to keep the car from, not spinning the tires or even getting half loose on you?
Towards the end, maybe 8 throttle. Towards the beginning, maybe quarter throttle through the corners.
Well done on the win here at the Williams Grove Speedway. But once again, before we let you get out of here and celebrate with the team, I'm sure you've got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Twisted Motorsports, Speedy E Automotive, and Scooter's Machine Shop for helping me out.
User was
All right, Eric Elmore there with the win here in the Super Late Models here at the Williams Grove Speedway. That'll do it for the Super Late Models here this evening. Tomorrow night, the Pro Late Models return to the action. Not sure where we're at, but they will once again, no doubt, put on another great show. We've seen multiple times in both Super and Pro Late Models races for the main event, go the distance, flag to flag, full 30 green flag racing laps. So no doubt we'll see that again tomorrow night, no matter where we're at, because these guys certainly put on a hell of a show. And once again, if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on Facebook for Hammerdown TV. You can search us up on YouTube as well. Just go to youtube.com and search in Hammerdown TV. On behalf of the guys here at Hammerdown TV, my name's Brett Wheeler, signing off saying good night. We'll see you back tomorrow night for the Hammerdown Racing League Pro Late Models.